Hello, church family. Happy Friday. Big announcement regarding the Home Campaign this week. If you aren't familiar, the Home Campaign is a campaign to help Advent find, with God's provision, a permanent space in the city. This is a space that we envision being not only a place that we worship together on Sundays, but a place where we can have classes and ministries and services to the community happening on every day of the week. So this is a campaign that the seeds of which were planted about 5 years ago. We toured our first space, and then from there we entered into a year of prayer and discernment. This is back in 2018, a year of prayer and discernment about securing a permanent space. We began talking with various consultants and other churches and learning as much as we could about what a process like this would entail. We have been very clear from the beginning that we wanted this to be a process that was led by God and a process that is ultimately about our discipleship. It's an opportunity for us to learn how to trust the Lord and to follow His leading. And we felt very strongly that we needed to shift from renting, where our ability to commit to a particular neighborhood is only as strong as our lease, and to shift from a model that has seen us move to 7 different homes over the last 15 years into a much more committed space where we can put down roots and we can begin to think as a church, not just about the next 5 years or 10 years, but about the future generations and what it will mean to have a kingdom impact in Washington, D.C. For future generations. So this is the Home Campaign. And as we have gone over the last 5 years, we have spent a lot of time trying to clarify what we are looking for in terms of a space, the qualities that space needs to have, as well as the location, a location that would make sense both for our current people, for all of you, and for the people that we hope to reach in the decades to come. And so admittedly, the space that we have been looking for is a bit of a unicorn. We're looking for a building that is in the city, ideally centrally located in the city, that has a big enough sanctuary to fit our congregation, plus additional space for newcomers. And we need plenty of space for fellowship and hospitality, because that's a core value of our church, hospitality and welcoming people from outside of our community. We need enough classroom space for the significant number of children that we have. We are basically running a small school every Sunday, and so we need space for that. We need office space. We need a space that is ADA compliant for those in our congregation who need that in terms of accessibility. We also want to be visible to people who are passing by. We want to have the opportunity for neighborhood ministry partnerships, and so we need opportunities in the neighborhood. We need enough parking to accommodate our people, as well as access to public transportation. It also has to be within our budget, and ideally it needs to be a space that has a sense of transcendence to it, because as Anglicans, that's very important to us. Architecture and beauty are core values for us as well. And so as you just consider that array of qualities, that's a lot of boxes to check. And so we've been looking for quite a long time. We've also been looking at our heat map, as I said, the location, where are people where you all currently live in a location that will make sense to the most people. So as you can imagine, this has been incredibly challenging to find a space that meets all of these needs in a place like Washington, D.C. Well, on Easter Sunday, I announced that we had found a very promising location. It checks all of the boxes, and in terms of the heat map, it is ideally located in terms of the location where our people live, and as a place where we can have an opportunity to reach other people who are not currently a part of our church. When we toured this space, the Home Campaign's executive leadership team, the parish council, we toured this space. We were the first ones in at 9 o'clock in the morning on Easter, on Good Friday of Holy Week. And we were so excited after touring that space that we voted unanimously to submit a letter of intent to purchase. And so I announced on Easter that we had submitted that letter. We learned since then that there were other offers on the space, and so we entered into a time of waiting and praying. I'm very excited to announce that the seller has accepted our letter of intent as of this week. They signed it and returned it, which is incredible news. So this coming Sunday, is going to be a big Sunday because I'm going to be making an important announcement about the home campaign, where we are and where we think we're headed. So this is an announcement to say praise God, but there's still a lot to do and a lot that is still uncertain. But I really want you to be there on Sunday so that we can mark this occasion together, so that I can share a lot more information about the space, and so that we can spend time praying together as we are trusting God to lead us through this process. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you enjoy the beautiful weather, and I pray that God would bless you, and I very much look forward to worshiping with you together on Sunday. God bless you.